Hey, all my Scorpios. I'm so happy that you're here. It was so funny. So, this whole reading is about looking at your life from two different perspectives, one being the spiritual and one being the physical. But for you guys, when I was doing it, I was like, everything's spiritual. I was like, okay, Scorpio, okay. But it's like, it's not saying that, it's an energy of like, there's always more to the story. Some people can only see on the surface of life. Now, some people call seeing underneath the surface of life spiritual, and some people call it atheism, and some people call it, like, it doesn't matter what it's called or what you practice or don't practice, Scorpio, y'all be knowing. And that's why Scorpio is a psychic sign, whether they identify with it or not. So there are things that you know about, I'm picking up, that you don't need anyone to tell you. So if you have someone tell you, just know it's extra, but it's not something that you need to do, is what I'm hearing. So your main energy is Three of Cups. This can talk about community. This can talk, yeah, I'm picking up a lot with community. This can be people who are like you. This is the energy in the spirit realm that your soul is like thirsting for. There's like certain souls. And so that's why I'm not surprised why Spirit told me to choose two cards for your, the spirit cards for your reality. Because with the Three of Cups, this is community. This is people who pick up, like people who are sharp. People who pick up on the same vibration, people on the same frequency. This is soul tribe, but that's how soul tribe is described. And that's what's in the spirit realm. And then we got the Ace of Swords, which is my spirit card, but it's also what you're experiencing in reality. Now, the Ace of Swords is, I always think about Sword in the Stone. Sword in the Stone was my movie because he realized who the F he was. There's nothing outside of you. And Scorpio, I feel like I just need to tell you that. Like, you can do other things to enhance your power. Everyone can, but there's something about the Scorpio energy that I'm picking up that it's like, you know who the F you are. And that's why it's that King Arthur type vibe. Like, yeah, you could be in a community of like-minded souls, and when you're around people that you just can be yourself with, that you're on the same frequency with, you actually have everything it takes. That's why for you guys, it's not so practical, because it's like being around your collective. It could even be smells. Like, people who like, oh, I loved candles too. I don't know. It could be something like that. It's just like those little things. Like, versus, have you ever been around someone who you're like, oh, I really like candles, and like, I don't like candles. It's like, it's a buzzkill. It's like, for you guys, it's in the details, because you've worked so hard to believe that you're that bitch, or you're that person, that you're that version of yourself. So that's what I'm seeing for Scorpio. It's like following the things that you enjoy naturally. These are not things that society expects of you. These are things that you naturally crave. For some of you, it is nature. There's this love of nature. And you're like, oh, I really like being in nature. And some of you guys could get those plant vines in your house, like where your apartment has like all these plants, and this looks really nice, and flowers and stuff. And like, there's a big, huge emphasis on hair. There's something about hair that's relevant. But what I'm seeing here, and there's a double transformation going on with Scorpio. So the first transformation is with your social group. And the more that you follow your authentic desires, there will be your collective spiritually. So you'll feel more supported spiritually, and you'll feel more supported in the 3D. And so the last card I wanted to say for last, and I didn't look at it, was the key. Some of you guys could be getting new keys. You could be living in a gated community. This is leveling up, though. It's like each time we level up, we step into a new kingdom. The number 33 could be relevant, but this is stepping into a new level. Okay, so what you guys need to hear, Scorpio, is that knowing who you are, like the Sword in the Stone, makes you feel like a king first. And this is giving me king energy. And this is regardless of gender. King energy never stops. Never stops going for its dreams. Never stops. It just can't. It's too fucking ambitious. Even if you sit down for 5 minutes, Scorpio, you're never going to want to sit still. Embrace it, because it makes you a freaking king. And that king is the key. That's the very key in your freaking hand, the key to the kingdom of your life. Some of you guys want to upgrade. You want to live lavish. I'm seeing that regardless of what you do for profession. And it's like deep down, The opposite of your energy is Taurus, okay? So always remember that. Like deep down, you want some nice shit. And it's like you may not care about it on the surface, but this is talking about everyday life. This is talking about reality. So your self-confidence and who you embody and surrounding yourself with the best way to surround yourself with the best people is to do what you enjoy. I promise you, people who don't like to do what you do will not stick around long, Scorpio. So do what you naturally enjoy. Put yourself first. This looks freaking good, Scorpio. I wish I was a Scorpio.